The little verse that portion of it that I recited, basically says that Ma yaf'alullahu bi'azabikum. What does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has to gain by punishing you? How simple it is. Why would Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala even think of punishing you? In shakartum, if you are grateful to Him. If you are grateful to Him and if you believe in Him, then what does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has to gain by punishing you? Wa'amantum, and if you were to believe in Him. In other words, if you believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and if you are thankful to Him, then why would Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala even think of punishing you? And what would He gain if He punishes you? So He is not really looking to punish you, but He wants you to believe in Him and thank Him for all that He has done for you. وَكَانَ اللَّهَ شَاكِرًا عَلِيمًا. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one that really knows everything and is very appreciative of generosity and of people that thank Him. So we believe that Al-Quran is the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We believe that no person, no human being wrote that. All that is written in Quran is the word, exactly the same language, same words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that came to our beloved Prophet through Jibreel alayhi salam. So once we know that that is the truth, and that this is the truth that is telling us that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not really looking to punish those who believe in Him and thank Him, then why not do that? We all feel that we believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We are sitting in His house here in the masjid, and we are believers, some by birth, some by choice. And all now we have to do is internalize this. Get it into our hearts. Let our hearts open up to this message. And we should thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala every minute of the day. Our each breath should be really, in a way, thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we are alive. Now, a little portion, that verse that I recited in Urdu, I love that, beautiful kind of use of the words. Poetry has this advantage that in very brief kind of verse, in very few words, it can really transmit a message that can be very profound, can sit in your heart, and can be a real guide for you if you really understand the meaning of that particular poetry. This Urdu verse says, Rehmat Haq Baha Nami Joy. Mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not looking at the value or the price of what you are giving it to Him or presenting to Him. Rehmat Haq, the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Baha is something, the value of something. If you give $10 million as a donation and as a charity towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or you give $10 billion, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not counting on that. Rahmat haq, bahana bhi jo hai. The same words, but in a way, that bahana, here is bahana. Bahana is an excuse. So he says, mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is looking for an excuse, a reason to give you. Give Him a reason. Come towards Him. Ask Him. Once He finds a reason, He will give it to you. So, mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is actually waiting for you to come to Him so that He can forgive you and can really elevate your status in Jannah, rather than you thinking that since I am making so many umrahs and so many hajj, I'm doing so many nawafil, and I'm giving so much charity that I am deserving of all of that. It may not be. Because if your intention is something different, if you are basically showing off, if this looks as if you are really looking for more kind of a status in this world so that people will say, oh, what a nice person he is, how intelligent he is, how smart he is, or really how rich he is, how philanthropic he is. If you want all that glory and all that praise in this world, if that is your intention, you will get it. But then there is not much for you with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because to him, baha doesn't mean anything. The value of the things that you give means nothing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is looking for your intention, how sincere you are in really serving Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, how do you serve Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not need anybody to do anything for him. You are serving him when you serve his creation. You are serving him when you are taking care of the responsibilities that you as a family member or a community member or a member of a country or a nation are. Whatever responsibilities you have assumed, if you discharge those responsibilities, if you take care of Allah's creation and all this that is around you that touches your life, if you do that sincerely without looking for glory in this world, then that is the purpose of your creation. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be happy with you, because in another verse, in an Urdu verse, the poet says, "Dard dil ke waaste paida kiya insaan." I have created mankind for empathy, for feeling sympathetic and empathetic to other people and other things around them. Varna taat ke liye kuch kam na the kurrobiyan. Otherwise, for worshipping me, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I didn't have any scarcity of angels and jinns. They were always praying, they were always doing all kind of service to me, and they could not say no to me. So for my worship, I had plenty of creation. But humans were specially created, so they will be empathetic. All this universe was created so that a human being later on, when is put on this earth, will have enough to sustain himself, and then that particular human being will introduce the being of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and be actually then recognized as some best creation that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created to serve the universe and to really be very close to him. So this is the essence of our iman. This is why I think once we make an intention that we believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with all his attributes and believe them sincerely, believe them truly, not just simply saying it, but actually believing in it. When you give in charity, believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watching. And when he says that when you give something in my path, I give you 10 times or sometimes 70 times, and whatever he chooses to do, he multiplies it for you, and that you can see right really in your life if you do it sincerely and believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How much he has given us is unbelievable. If you were to think of how your breath goes on when you are asleep, if you were to think of how your kidneys are working and filtering so much that we eat, so many minerals that we put in our stomach are filtered out, only the required quantities are kept. On one side, it's measuring what you have inside the blood in the tissue levels. On the other side, it measures what is available in the tract, GI tract, how much you should absorb, and takes whatever it's needed, throws away what is not needed, discards it, and it goes on whether you are awake or asleep. Similarly, your heartbeat. Science up to today has not been able to find out how that heartbeat starts. There is a little white spot in your heart that really it sparks like that, and all your 4 ventricles then contract in a sequential way so that the life can continue. How can that continue for billions of times during your life, whether you are asleep or awake? How do the dreams come? Some of the dreams that guide us as to what to do next. Some of the dreams that portray many things that we may have done. All of that is done for you. All of that is being given to you. How much do we think? The other day